Good morning, everybody. It is the 24th of March. We got a great crowd, as we always do with our snowbirds. So thank you, snowbirds, for coming. We're going to start this off with a little video that Todd has done. Todd, why don't you tell us about your video with your cohort in crime?
Yes. So Doug and I went to the Vikings versus LA Rams for the playoff game. It was moved from California to Phoenix. We saw it was coming to Phoenix. We were like, hey, let's see if we can get tickets. Doug had never been to a professional football game before. So we went to the game, we tailgated, we did the game, everything that's shot, you'll see, we just used our phones. We didn't carry cameras with her, I think. So it's just a fun little ditty.
All right. All right.
What a great experience for Doug.
What do we think of that? Yeah.
I loved when he did the vertical shot, the football on the edges. That was really nice.
Oh, when you had the
Yeah,
little
big
inset?
skin.
A couple of vertical
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
We had to fill in.
Yeah.
We're talking getting rid of the black space.
Yeah,
That's how you handle vertical shots.
well, that's certainly one way to do it.
Yeah.
You know, just some sort of a background in there.
Yeah, I have to do that. Oh, yeah.
Right
Right
here,
there.
right
Right there, I was.
See, that's really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, Gene.
Well, you know, we analyze all these videos in detail, but sometimes you gotta sit back and look at the look and feel of the whole thing as a unit. And the look and feel of this is incredible.
Yeah.
It really is. You get done, you go, wow.
I wouldn't have thought of that for a football game, but it's a great music choice too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that peppy kind of upbeat like Ron's was,
Yeah.
which is nice. It's just, to me, it's a fun video.
Yeah.
Just a great way of showing what they did during the day.
Yeah.
With the shot that I love was you dancing.
Yeah.
That was great. Absolutely
A
great.
real plus.
How many beers did you have at that point? A couple. A couple.
few.
You were feeling good.
Yeah.
Still paying off the credit card.
Notice that he's drinking Bud Light.
Oh,
No, it wasn't Bud Light, it was Kit Lifter.
You guys are good.
You know, but this shows, I mean, because this is actually a collaboration of what we
Yeah.
both shot. So Doug
Yeah.
gave me all his video,
Yeah.
all his shots, and, you know, just getting different angles and
well, that one,
different points of view and everything.
the one that was great was that young lady right there saying
Yeah.
it to Doug.
She's great.
And then there's the
And the
your
cameraman,
shot.
Yeah.
the cameraman shot.
Yeah, the cameraman.
She does too.
Yeah.
On the right.
Yeah, so that's what's so neat to me. Yeah, Doug.
Okay, so I was asking her if she wanted to buy the helmets,
Oh, yeah.
and I showed this to other people, my video. And they all want to say, oh, I want to buy that, you know. Todd's helmets.
Yeah. That was
Everybody,
great.
everybody loved that light, you know, light up.
Oh, yeah.
But Jesus.
Well, you were the life of the party.
Yeah, you guys.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything on that?
That's so good.
All right. Well, thank you, Todd. That was great. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Joe, you have got a video for us. Are you here, Joe?
Yep.
Okay, good. Tell us about your, this train video.
Somebody in the club mentioned about the,
Garden room.
Todd.
Yeah.
It was Todd. And I just having a love affair with anything with wheels, but, particularly the old trains in the garden show. I've never been to the Tucson show, and my wife and I went out there a couple of weeks ago then, and we went to a number of the sites, but this site, if anybody's ever been there, this site is just head and shoulders above the rest. So I just concentrated in this one place.
Okay, well, let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Kathy. Welcome to Choya Patch. When you visit this garden, you'll meet Phil and John. They're the creators of all of this. If you took the lumber that's in these trestles and laid it end to end, there would be 3 miles of lumber here. And you'll see lots of other hand scratch-built things like structures in here, and you'll be amazed.
the railroad all the livelong day.
Okay. See if it's zoomed up to 6 now for no reason.
You know there's a
There, you know there's a short or something. Something's lying on the track or something is causing a short.
Trigger voltage is the size of the pipe. And the average is the one.
Okay. What do we think of that?
That was great.
I think it was great.
Yeah.
I love that you had the shadow for the words to go
Mhm.
on top of so that it was easy to read them. Would it work to do a fade in and fade out on those? Because when the black
Yes.
would disappear,
Yeah,
Yes.
that would
it
disappear.
was so sharp.
Yes.
And it was distracting.
Did you like normally we have closed captioning and it just, it's as goes. I've got a program that does closed captioning.
Mhm.
And, like you would see on TV. How did you think about the type going across the screen? Did you like that or was it distracting
I liked it.
I liked it better than the normal stuff I get on
than closed captioning?
into my Fire Stick.
Okay,
I think it was easier to read because it was
Yeah.
going across.
okay.
Yeah, the
You do
left
though
and
then
right.
focus on the text going across as opposed to the image.
That's my thought.
Ah,
As that text was going across, I started to read the text while I'm not then looking at the
Yeah.
image. And because it keeps coming, when closed captioning happens, you're only getting 5,
Yeah.
6 words at a time. And so it's popping on, popping on. But that's the only thing I thought, Joe, is that there was times where as it was crossing, well, you had one spot here where you had the
Yeah, well,
text bar, but
why
no.
could have that, Joe, the black bar at the beginning with nothing in it?
Joe?
I'm not following.
Okay, so at the very beginning, she's talking and you're doing your closed captioning, that's fine. And then you come back with the black bar
and no
there's
closed caption.
and there's no closed captioning, and then it just goes away. You see with that?
I'm gonna have to look at this at home. I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm not, and I'm seeing too many, repetitive scenes right now.
yeah,
Too many of those same, they're essentially the same pans left to right.
yeah, but the action stuff is great, I love it. I mean, and sometimes the action lends itself that it's always going one way and not the other. So to me, you're fine in that regard. I didn't find that repetitive. Like on this shot here, I think I would rather see you put a text box Because
Yeah.
this scene starts, and I'm watching the train go down. Now you're telling me this, so now my eye is down here watching this, and I'm not watching the image. I'd rather see you just put a text box here and say what this is. So that as I'm looking up here, but then I'm still seeing the image.
Joe, does the funicular operate?
No, well, you know what? It's a great question. It killed me that it wasn't operating, and I had such a temptation to go back up there and do it all over. I mean, I'm fighting crowds, not crowds, but
Sure.
numbers of people, and a certain person was ready to go on to the next place.
Yeah,
That's always a problem with us.
Yeah, that is.
photographers.
She who must be a baby.
yeah, Daryl.
Two quick little, just nitpicky things.
Yeah,
When you're doing the shot of the train going up, because that's what the text says,
right.
your shot is from top to bottom, and you should be going from bottom to top, because that's what it's talking about.
Like
Well,
that.
actually, the contraption that moves is at the top. I guess I was trying to show you, what it might do. Yeah, I mean, it's like Phil says, was it working? Well, not while I was there, but
Sure.
I'm sure the guys that did this would, and partly why I picked this one is because it shows the Southwest.
Sure.
Some of the garden, I mean, as ridiculous as this sounds, some of the garden trains layouts are indoors. And without gardens, so.
Sure. Did you have another thing, Daryl?
Just the sound, when you go to the slow-mo, the sound gets distorted. Just cut that part of the sound out and overlay another piece from.
You know what? The train was moving so fast. I had a problem and I didn't know what to do. The train was moving at a speed that I found unreasonable.
I like
Right.
slow-mo.
Oh, you know that. Well, would be a great idea. Shoot it in slow motion so that it slows that action down.
Yeah,
Versus just slowing it down in
Yeah.
post.
yeah.
Well, you didn't have audio. I mean, if
Well, he
you
did
had-
have a little audio there. Here.
I never noticed that wasn't normal.
That
doesn't sound bad.
that doesn't sound bad to me.
There's no comparison to the rest of the shots.
Yeah, but I guess to me, the sound matches what I'm seeing
What
in
I'm
the
seeing,
video.
yeah.
So it doesn't bother me, but that's okay. It bothers you, that's okay.
No.
Fix it till you can't stand.
The same sound as
Yes,
the rest.
you're
of the
right.
Audio.
I think it would sound, the only thing is, I think if you dubbed in some regular speed, it would sound weird. Because you are getting that stereo effect as it goes by. So at least it's sounding consistent with what we're seeing. Yeah. Yeah,
So if you shoot in slow motion, the
Yes.
sound's gonna be distorted also?
well, it depends on how you're doing it on the iPhone.
Depends
You
on
will-
the camera.
It depends on the camera. You won't get sound all the way through on the iPhone. You basically get the actual sound at the first part of the clip. If I show you a clip and it's 10 seconds
Yeah.
and we slowed it down and now it's 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You'll see 10 seconds of audio and then there'll be 10 seconds without any audio on the iPhone. So what is yours, Daryl, does yours shoot any sound at all on slow-mo or no?
On my Nikon.
Yeah.
It shoots no sound.
Yeah.
whatsoever
The
unless I'm
Pixel doesn't shoot any sound either.
Okay.
With an external mic.
Okay. But you can always use another clip from something else.
I just
Drop
stick
that.
something in, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's gonna.
okay. Does anybody have anything else on that? I think it's a nice job, Joe.
No, it's good. Well,
Thank you.
If you send me the file without the closed captioning on the text, I'll run it through for you and then you can see what that looks like.
Thank you.
You may like it better
Thank you.
because you did the one thing, and this is again, that's a minor nitpick. She's talking, you start with some closed captioning, she's still saying something, there's no closed captioning,
Yeah.
and then it comes back, there's more closed captioning where she's talking, so
Yeah.
you're giving the viewer the idea that, oh, there's gonna be closed captioning throughout this segment when she's talking. So anyway, look, send it to me and I'll send it back to you on.
Thank you.
Okay,
He is right. By far, that's the best one out of all the garden railways
Okay.
around.
Well,
So
good.
the funcular, when I was there, was working.
Okay.
I wasn't there this year. And also the balloon, the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
When I was there was on a cable or something
Okay.
moving across.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's in the picture.
There it
but
is.
You don't, it's not feeding.
It's
Yeah.
not moving.
okay,
Little tiny balloon.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, thank you, Joe.
Yes.
All right, good job. All right. Bob, you've got a video for us. Which is it? Is it Dan on the Anza Trail?
Yes,
Okay, why don't you tell us about that, please?
over the last 5 weeks, 3 of my kids came to me at different times.
Yeah.
And I tried to have a little video just to commemorate their visit, so, it's probably, the rest of the people made a hard act to follow us.
Okay,
Anyway, this is just kind of a family shot,
okay.
about 3 minutes.
All right, well, let's check it out. Okay. All right, what do we think of that?
I loved that, you had the motion in, you had gotten the motion in, coming in and out, and pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know you've already been hearing us talk about not having the black in.
Yeah.
I know you have something in the background, but it was very nice. What a fun, gift for your, family and fun memory.
What program do you use, Bob, to edit? Oh, was that Da Vinci?
That was Da Vinci.
Okay,
You know, originally I tried, Flipchart because somebody had done something with AI.
right,
And so I did it, and I didn't really like.
okay.
What they had. So I redid it.
I'm glad you're using Da Vinci.
Yeah, well, I did another one on just to see what the AI would do,
Right,
and it would take the photographs and put like 4 of them together, and
yeah,
incorporate it.
well, good.
So I just redid it with Da Vinci. Gave me
Okay.
a lot more options.
You know, the thing that I would try to do and Todd certainly can help you with that, is when you're doing your motion like this, is to go ahead and fill the frame and add the motion.
Yeah.
So we don't have
Okay.
that
It's on top of it.
black.
Okay,
But that really makes it nice. And the other thing, you had a lot of nice cross dissolves in there, which I liked. And then you had some hard cuts, sometimes with the video, where it would cut, and it's a little jarring. So if you got this soothing music, which I like. You got this nature, the great photos, then adding a little cross dissolves is great. It keeps that flow going. So if you don't continue with the cross dissolves, then to me, it's jarring when I see that picture pop in.
by the way, somebody mentioned about water.
Yeah,
If you go further south,
yeah,
there is water in Santa Cruz.
yes,
It has to do with the level of the bedrock.
yes. Yeah, year round down there,
Yeah.
south of the mission, they've got water year round.
Right.
Oh, that far south.
Yeah, Kurt.
Dan, I agree. I'm the one I've been playing with Microsoft Clipchamp, and I think it's got quite a few limitations. I did another trial, put in a video, all my pictures in the artificial intelligence thing, let it do it. But I agree, they could pop up smaller pictures, or maybe it's even 2 pictures, but they're a lot smaller. So I have to go back in. I kind of use it as a starting point, but I've noticed, I think Clipchamp also has a limitation on the audio where you cannot adjust like you can in DaVinci. I think DaVinci also gives you some options for background. So it's a good starter one, but I think DaVinci's got a lot more potential.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is without a doubt. And the other thing I would say too is, and you hear me harp about this all the time, I want to see you do something, you do it. I don't want the computer to do it. Don't have the program do it. You do the editing. We all have to start somewhere. Our first ones aren't any good. I talked about this yesterday with Todd. I've shown my first video. It sucked. It's horrible.
Yeah, right.
I'm serious. And it's like, I look at it and it's cringeworthy. Well, then you progress as time goes on.
Yep.
That's what we want to see in this group. We want to see you progressing and learning. That's important to me. So, did you have something, Ryan?
Yeah, I like the one shot you had when you were showing all the junk in the backyard. There was like a fender or something that had the flowers painted on it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a
Well,
good
there's a
shot.
section there, there's actually a fence. And it looked like years ago, must have dumped the old car.
Oh, yeah.
And they're still there.
Yeah.
And then earlier, there was a shot, further south, there's a section where they've laid rail cars on their side to prevent erosion.
Sure.
River.
Yeah. So how far did you go? How many miles did you do?
No, we only did maybe 3 miles. We went about 1.5 miles.
Okay.
Okay.
There's go ahead. One other thing.
Yeah.
I thought the music ended too abruptly at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
It should you could fade it
Yeah,
out.
fade it out.
Well, and actually, the thing I would say too is your music should be fading out here right at the credit. You
Yeah.
know, go ahead and the music's
Yeah.
coming down and then
Done.
it's out.
Yeah.
Instead of just having this black and the music is going on. So just fade that out at that point. Nice job though for the first one. Is this the first DaVinci one you've done?
I can't say that.
Okay, but you haven't done like 100 DaVinci projects. Well, good. Well, you know, that's the thing. Just keep getting better. You pick up some of these points, have Todd help you because he is Mr. DaVinci. So, all right, we're gonna have one more, and then that'll be it for today. After we're done and I stop recording, John's got a video that I'm gonna critique for him. If you want to stay for that, please do. And we'll watch it and then just talk about it and give him some ideas as to what he's doing. Okay. I'm sharing one. This is it. I have, and I'm not showing them all today, but I have 4 videos from my Hawaii trip in December. And this is a little boat ride and snorkeling. And it's only 3 minutes and 44 seconds.
no na lo tai pua kalaula mau ka o ka bala e vai vai ka leo e ole ka hea mai Ai, anawai me kela hunu ya kako a pauloa. Welcome to beautiful Kapu Kapu or Kela Kekua. What I just did there was called an oli or vocal alchemy is what you guys would know it as. The vibration of the pua as well as the Hawaiian chanting kind of give reverence to the area and the place and the space that we're in before we get into the area. A very common practice in Hawaii is to announce ourselves, greet the area, the environment, the space, as well as a lot of the ancestors that lay rest in this very cliff face before we get snorkeling.
Here you go.
Love the music.
Picture underwater.
Was it a bit slow-mo or was that its actual speed?
I didn't hear the first part because Daryl was laughing.
The underwater?
Yes.
Was that?
Oh,
film
slow-mo. Yes.
It was just amazing.
You know, his iPhone never worked.
Yeah. You know, I learned that from Todd when Todd was doing some of his videos, and it was because there's jerkiness and stuff that was going on, and so we slowed it down, which made his video better. And so when I shot this, I'm like, okay, I'm shooting this all in slow motion, the stuff underwater, and it made a big difference.
Yeah. The first fellow that was talking was in slow motion also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. When they were just sitting on the boat.
Right.
You bet. Yeah, and I use slow motion on the iPhone too for some of that. Well, all the stuff above with the iPhone and everything underwater was the GoPro. Yeah, Joe.
I love the vignette.
Yeah, I do too.
This first part I really noticed it in film though, and it just softens the edges and keeps your eye right.
Yep.
So I didn't even realize that until I saw this that you could actually do anything in video, but I really like that.
Well, good. Yeah, it is a nice technique.
You gave us a filter, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm still using it. Yeah,
There's a mask.
I'm still using it.
It's a mask, and you just drop it over the top of your video or your still photography, and it gives it that vignette look.
So it's not something within Final Cut, use Final Cut?
No, I'm using.
It is in there, isn't it, vignette? It is in DaVinci.
It's in DaVinci.
They've got something, but I don't use it. The mask works much better to me. It's easier. It's easy to use because it's consistent.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I just wanted to remind everyone, you probably got the email, but we will see his entire trip at our travel log on April 8th. So, at Desert Hills.
There's some videos that we haven't shown yet, but if you'll get to see some of those. And again, this is where we talk about just 3 minutes. It's under 4 minutes. You know, who wants to see it go for 10 minutes? You know, the underwater stuff, it's like, okay, I've seen the fish, I've had enough. So. Okay.
Thank you, Kevin.
Does anybody have anything else on that? Okay, well, thank you for watching that. We are meeting next week. I believe it's the 1st. And if you want to stick around for the critique of John's video, please do. Otherwise, we'll see you all next week. Everybody have a great week. Thank you. Bye-bye.